Good people, what's going on? Welcome to episode 90, the Dome Podcast, man. Just having fun talking about the culture, man. Whether it's hip hop, R&B, you know what I'm saying, soul, Motown, you know what I'm saying. I love it all, man. So appreciate you supporting me, man, and riding on this journey with me, man. Just having fun, man. But today, Clipse heating up the airways, man. Like, pushing Malice killing. You know what? Like fine wine, man. Like, listen to that Ace Trumpers and that So Be It. I feel like a lot of people are being reintroduced to the Clipse who somehow, sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I've talked about the Clipse over the years. I mean, you can put the tweets in, see the flower posts I've done for the Clipse and flower posts I've done for Push and all that. I've talked about these guys over the years before too. They VA, I'm NC. You know we're gonna show the love, man. You know what I'm saying? It goes without saying. You know what I mean? So this ain't nothing new for me, but I think for some people they're like, maybe I forgot how dope the Clipse really were. Or you was so, you know what I'm saying, following Pusha for the last, decade or more. You know what I'm saying? He's had an amazing solo run, even though Mouse has done music. But Pusha has been kind of more in the crossover public eye. You know, he was on My Dark Twisted Fantasy. Of course, he was on all these other features and having his own dope albums. Then having Daytona. You know what I'm saying? So he was killing. You know what I'm saying? But I think when Malice came back, Cass was like, they remember that when the Clipse first came out, everyone wasn't saying Pusha T was better than Malice. Same as now. Everybody don't believe Pusha T better than Malice. I mean, both of them, you can go either way. They both got their own energy, their own flow, their own style, and it blends in perfect. You know what I'm saying? But make no mistake about it. You know what I'm saying? Like this Ole and R. Anderson. This Barry Women thing, you know what I'm saying? Ric Flair, tag team champs, Intercontinental tag team champs. You know what I'm saying? So now these dudes, which I saw other discussions starting to happen. Like, how dope are the Clipse really? You know what I'm saying? Where would you like rank the Clipse all-time greatest rap groups, rap duo, what have you? You know what I'm saying? And then I saw people talking about, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, they're like, Tone, they as rappers, how many duos can rap better than the Clipse? Like, perspective now. And the reason why I said, it intrigued me was because when you think of a lot of groups throughout hip hop history, most of them had like a lead guy who was like the front runner. Even if you didn't think he was the best one, or maybe you thought he was the best one, whatever, it's just usually one that stand out, right? Well, and I'm more or less talking about skill wise. Yeah, it might be one that's more eclectic than the other one, but in terms of the skills, usually in groups, one dude rap a little bit better than the other one, or rap a whole lot better than the other one. You know what I'm saying? But the group dynamics work. Like when you think about Not About Nature, right? Tretch is one of the dopest MCs, man. Energy, performance. And I saw Not About Nature perform in Vegas one year. Vin is okay, but great for Not About Nature. But won't nobody ever confuse Vinny with being better than Tretch. Everybody knew Tretch can rap circles around Vinny. Flow, everything, energy, everything. Total package. But as a group, they were amazing. Now, would you want to hear Tretch with a whole long solo career? Maybe you would have. But I loved it when him and Vinny was together. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about a few duos then. Because, all right, just preface this with this. You know me, you know, A Tribe Called Quest is my favorite rap group, but Outkast is the greatest rap group, greatest duo ever to me. I've told you the reasons why in the past. Let me just give you a reminder again. Outkast as a group. We're going to say group and duo the same thing in this video for the sake of conversation. Crossed every T, dotted every I. They literally made 5 or 6 albums that were totally different. Arguably 3, 5 mics back to back. Solo Player Listen Cadillac Music was like the West, it was like this down south version of the Chronic. It gave you the whole map of Atlanta and everything about it. Fabulous album, classic. ATL is one of the most futuristic and lyrical albums you'll ever hear. It still sounds futuristic to this day. Same with On the Bill for Cuban Links sound futuristic to this day. And they was both dropped in 95, 96 respectively. Aquemini, Straight Brilliant, Liberation might be one of the greatest songs ever written. Stankonia is their highest rated album. And it's a blend of all the first three to me. Speak About Love Below, the biggest double CD in the history of hip hop. You know, whatever. Outkast, amazing. Conscious rhymes, street lyrics, pimp lyrics. Everything you want, they got it. So they're the greatest, and both of them are superb, amazing MCs. I did the I remember I played the Art of Storytelling 2 recently on Twitter. Like, yeah, let me remind y'all cats again. Benz and Beamer, listen to them, gangster. So Outkast is the greatest rap group of all time. But this is about the Clipse and their rhyming. Where they rank at? Can they out rap every duo? They in the discussion to do that. So let's talk about a few. If I talk about Honors 3000 and Big Boy, I think the Clipse are close to them in skills. I think that Andre and Big Boy both are more dynamic in terms of various subject matter and various flows. But I do think if anyone's close to Outkast, it'd be the Clipse. But let's talk. Someone hit me like, dog, Clipse can't rap better than Mobb Deep. Now, Prime Prodigy, 1996 Prodigy on Hell on Earth was definitely one of the best rappers of that time period to me. Personally, of course, him rhyming on Infamous and Hell on Earth, and even doing a dope job on Murder Music, it was a dope run. The dope MC. Have a game Malice, and have a game Pusher. It's probably, rest in peace, it was probably really better than Pusher and Malice in just rhyming words. Don't get me wrong, you can say he was iller because he had some of the illest start off of songs and one-liners. And I thought TV is crazy. Niggas say P is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I put my lifeline in the paper lines. I mean, yeah, he had the dope liners, but was he a better rapper than Malice or Pusher? That's a good debate. But neither one, but Havoc ain't better than neither one of them. And I love Havoc. I think Havoc is dope voice, underrated MC. But Clipse will get the edge as far as rapping against Mobb Deep. I ain't saying they're a better group. I ain't saying that. I don't think the Clipse best album is what? Is it Hell Have No Fury? How would that hold up against Hell on Earth? How would Lord Willing hold up against the Infamous? I mean, we can talk about these things. How would the other albums hold up against other Mobb Deep albums? Maybe the Clipse versus Mobb Deep discography is a good conversation to have. But as far as rapping, the Clipse got it. Okay, let's look at something else. Run DMC. I don't compare nobody to Run DMC. That's the reason why I love hip hop. Whole different era. Can't compare them. Run DMC is the standard. Run DMC, even though Outkast is the greatest group of all time to me, Run DMC is the standard. They're the kings. So I can't compare Run DMC to nobody. Okay. Tribe Called Quest, my favorite group. Q-Tip is a dope MC, underrated. Phife is dope. I think personally, and I'm biased because they're my favorite group. Do they make better songs than the Clipse? I'm gonna say yeah, because Clipse ain't got Let Your Realization of lyrics to go. But in that bomb, they don't have that. You know what I'm saying? For me. But the Clipse can rap better than the Q-Tip and Phife. Okay. Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? 8Ball MJG, dope MCs, dope duo. 8Ball is very nasty with it. They can't out-rap the Clipse. CNN, Capone, Noriega. Capone, dope. Nori got flavor. And like I said, the way Nori held it down on the War Report and on the Nori solo album, commendable. He know how to make great songs, dope voice, crazy flow, just off. He's like the dopest, wackest rapper almost, if that makes sense, but very dope. You know what I mean? No shout out to Nori, of course. And Capone is nice, but can't rap better than the Clipse. Who I got? EPMD. For that era, that was very dope. I think Paris was dope. Eric had flavor. Eric wasn't a lyrical monster, though. You know what I'm saying? He was just a dope, and people just like E double. Paris, for his time, was like the JV version of Rakim. No disrespect, but kind of that same kind of vibe, but not as good, obviously, as Rakim. And they were a great rap group. And that was my second favorite rap group after after Run DMC. Run DMC was my first favorite rap group, then EPMD, then Tribe. You know what I'm saying? So no disrespect to them, but the Clipse cannot rap EPMD. Dials Effects. They were dope. Listen here. Dials Effect were great rappers, man. I mean, a lot of people stole their style and influenced by their style, man. Dials Effect was nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like, go back now. It wasn't just that one little nah, them dudes could rap. They really could rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when there was a feature, they had something with Mobb Deep. But even when there was a feature with other rappers, they was rhyming. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just some gimmick. Dials Effect was no gimmick. Them dudes can rap. You know what I'm saying? But they could not rap the Clipse though, dog. Who else I got up here? I got Little Brother. I got to bring Little Brother up because I'm North Carolina, dog. Fonte and Big Pooh, dope MCs. Fonte is an amazing artist. And Fonte can spit with the best. Now, let me tell you something. Fonte can spit with Malice and Pusha. Now, who you think the best between them three? I don't know. Pooh is dope. And this ain't even a disrespect Pooh. I think rapper Pooh is dope as hell. But he ain't Malice and Pusha T. So that would give Clippers a little edge. You know what I'm saying? Who else I got? I got Helter Skelter off here, Ruck and Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, look. Man, Helter Skelter was nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to write, of course, I love Boot Camp Click, man. You know what I'm saying? But and Sean P, you know, when he went on his solo run, underground run, he kind of saved Boot Camp. He kind of did what Ghostface did with Wu-Tang. My time when Ghostface was doing Supreme Clientele and Fish Scale and all this stuff, everybody cooled down. Ghost kept the wool alive, man. I do the spirit of wool alive. Well, I tell you, man, this is Helter Skelter. Sean P kept Boot kept alive, but both of them cats was nice. Dope voice, man. Dope albums. Nocturnal was my joint. Is Nocturnal better rapping than He'll Have No Fury or you know, Lord willing? I don't know. That's a tough one right there. I'm a slightly give now. Look, I might give the Clipse a little edge over Helter Skelter. Black Moon, the 5-footer, and Buckshot, dope. Not better than the Clipse though. Even though I like Buckshot, probably better than Madison Pusher. Personally, I love Buckshot Shorter. I love Enter the Stage, probably better than all the Clipse albums. You know what I'm saying? But technically, I think that the Clipse is better than Black Moon. You know what I'm saying? Who else I got? Look, Dead Prez, man. They can rap. Dead Prez, that version that newer version of PE. You know what I'm saying? You know, they were dope. They were dope. Can't rap better than the Clipse though. Who else I said? But Dog Pound, man. I'm a fan of Dog Pound. Dog Food. You could Dog Food versus any of the Clipse albums. It's right there with them. It might be better. You know what I'm saying? Like Dog Food is an amazing album that gave you still that vibe of 90s West Coast classics. Corrupt Nasty. You could compare Corrupt to Malice and Pusha. Daz not so much. Daz is dope. I think he's dope rap. I think he got a dope voice. You know what I'm saying? But Daz can't rap like Malice and Pusha. So y'all see where I'm going with this now. The Clipse, man, cannot rap a lot of people in hip hop history, but we're gonna keep going. What else I put? Red and Melf. I guess Pusha and Melf. Because Red and Melf is a duo and they're a group. Red and Melf did multiple albums together, toured together, they're a duo, they're a group. I gotta think back on that some more, man. I mean, Red and Melf versus Malice and Pusha, and in terms of just technical rapping, that's a good discussion. I'm gonna have to revisit that, man. I'm gonna have to revisit that one. I'm serious. MOP. I think MOP music bang hard in the Clipse. To me personally, I think it bang hard. I love MOP albums. I just think I listen to them more than I listen to the Clipse. They can't technically rap better than the Clipse, but I think their albums are dope. Personally, I think the album's dope. Now, real quick, some duels I got to exclude. I know some of y'all want to say I'm going to miss some people. No, I'm not saying Eric B and Rakim because Eric B don't rap. No, I'm not saying BDP because it's still really KRS-One. Okay, I'm not gonna say certain duos like that because he's got now P-Rock and CL Smooth. P-Rock technically did rap on the albums, but we know that I think Grand Poop and other people was writing for P-Rock. P-Rock raps, but he's not really a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, and CL Smooth is dope. But as a duo versus the other duo, Clipse can outride P-Rock and CL Smooth. I don't even think that's something to discuss. Man, Camp Lo. Now, I'm the biggest Camp Lo fan. And I think both of them. Now listen, personally, I think Camp Lo can flow better than Pusha and Malice. Straight up. I think Camp Lo flow is some of the best flows ever. The reason why Jay-Z kind of stole their flow on Feeling It, because Feeling It was first Camp Lo song. But I think Camp Lo can flow better than Clipse, man. Straight up. As far as rapping, I give the Clipse a slight edge. Because I think Camp Lo is that underrated. I give the Clipse a slight edge, man. Slight edge. Very slight. What else I got down here? Look, man, I put down group home because I was trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people be like dissing, you know what I'm saying? Lil Dap. You know what I'm saying? Malachi the Nutcracker. Living Proof were the best albums I ever heard, production-wise. But I even like the rhymes. I be posting some of their rhymes sometimes, man. Like, that was basic, but they met the goal, man, of the album, man. Like, they had some nice verses, man. I know y'all laughing at me, man. Like, Group Home had some nice verses. They weren't technically superior or this intricate, detailed, rapid rap, but it was basic, funny, and they met what it needed to meet. You know what I'm saying? So I just put them down. It's kind of funny, man. But I love Group Home, man. Anybody else I have down here? Smith and Wesson. I talked about, I love Smith and Wesson, man. I think they dope MCs. The last album was dope. You know what I'm saying? They've always had dope music. I don't think they have any whack music or whack albums. I mean, some of them production I feel like might have been able to be a little bit better, but they always sounded good. They always sound inspired to me. Both of their voices still sound the same and dope. Love them. You know what I'm saying? But I would give Pusha and Malice that edge, man. You know what I'm saying? Brand Nubian started as a trio, ended up as a duo. Then there's a trio again. But I think it's safe to say, even though Sadat X, he started out with Derek X, but he got the dopest voice on there, all of them, but technical rapping and Clipse will get them, man. So yeah, man, like duo now. This is a tough one. De La Soul is a duo as far as rapping. Of course, we know Maceo the DJ. Now, Pos and Dave, very cerebral MCs. They never put out a bad album or a bad song, really. You know what I'm saying? They never sounded whack on the mic. They always sounded dope. They just real good. You know what I'm saying? De La Soul is just good. They just never slip. Now, both underrated lyrically. I think Pos a little bit better than Dave. Rest in peace to Dave. But I think because if I'm saying Pos versus Pusha T, and then Malice versus Dave, Malice can rap a little better than Dave. Rest in peace, Dave again. But I'm still gonna probably give Clipse a little edge right there. And these are some of the greatest duos in hip hop history from every era. I've named so many of them. You know what I'm saying? UGK is dope. You know what I'm saying? Love them. You know what I'm saying? But and they were dope in their own right. And they was lyricists in their own right. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But again, I still will have to give it to Malice and Pusha. So yeah, man, like just me looking at all of these joints, man. And there's other groups, and things of that nature. But I would have to say Clipse is top 5 all-time rap duos at just rapping. I might put them at number 2 behind Outkast. Or 3, because I'm looking at Red and Meth is up there. Red and Meth is up there for sure. I think Helter Skelter up there somewhat, to be honest. Whew. I mean, I don't know, man. When I really look at it, and my people's up top 10 as far as rapping, probably, but there's other people that can rap better than Happy than me. We even know Happy is dope. But I would say, if we talking now, of course, I'm gonna miss some people. There's other duos in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? These are the ones I feel are the best. Now, when you look at the Roots at one point in the 90s, we had Black Thought Malik B. That's a conversation. But I think that, truthfully, Clipse no less than 2 or 3 greatest rap duo as far as rapping. Who would be your top 5 or 10? Where would you put the Clipse? Because of me looking at it right now, I think I got Outkast, the Clipse, Red and Meth. Oh, you know what? This might be a stretch. Someone that can compete. Ray and Ghost. I know some people are going to say, well, they're not a group. What? Technically, they're not, but technically they are. Because, only bit with Cuban Links, it's Ray and Ghost. Iron Man is Ray and Ghost. Only bit for Cuban Links 2 is Ray and Ghost. Because I think Ghostface is on like 7, 8 songs on the bill for Cuban Links 2. He all over part 1. Raekwon all over, is on Iron Man, quite a bit of songs. If I'm not mistaken, I'm missing one more album with Ghost that Ray is co-star on. So it's kind of like 4 albums total that Ray and Ghost they're kind of like a group. Because I know people want to say Styles and Jada, but Styles and Jada don't have an album together. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have an official mixtape. I mean, people made mixtapes with their songs on there, and they probably got enough songs to make a mixtape or album, but they're not an official group without Sheek Louch. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna do Sheek like that. But Ray and Ghost got basically 4 albums. I will have Ray and Ghost in the top 5 duos in rapping. So I don't know how to rank after Outkast, Clipse, Red and Meth, Ray and Ghost. Man, and maybe Helter Skelter. I don't know, man. What you guys think, man? Like those are some thoughts, man, that I had about the Clipse, because right now with that Ace Trumpers and that So Be It right now, they bubbling and they about to drop an album that it looked like they about to drop a bomb. It looked like they about to drop something that's kind of gonna feel like Hell Have No Fury, kind of. Just kind of has that feel. You know what I'm saying? I think it's about to be critically acclaimed. I believe the rapping been stellar. The flows, just everything has been off the meter. Which I think that they no less than top 3 greatest rapping duo as far as rapping people. And maybe number 2, because I already told y'all the Ghost Outkast number 1. I ain't even gonna debate that with y'all cats. I can debate everybody else though. I ain't debating the Ghost. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's how I'm looking at it, man. Give me your thoughts, man. Once again, man, episode 9. I really appreciate y'all supporting the Dome Podcast, the Dome platform on Twitter. Have a good time, man. And I appreciate all the DMs, man, that people, you know what I'm saying, send me to say they appreciate what I do, man. And, I don't talk about that a lot. And I appreciate there's a lot of some of y'all favorite rappers and producers, man, on the low. They DM and say what's good to me, man. And, maybe at some point they'll jump on. Maybe not. I don't like to push that kind of stuff, man. I like everything organic. Like every guest I've had before, it's been really organic. So, I've been in discussion for some more organic conversations, and when they happen, they happen. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate some of them who they notice the platform and stuff like that. And they recognize, and I appreciate it. Like I said, I don't tweet about that, and I don't say nothing about that, man. Some of them we've been texting and had conversation, man. So shout out to all of them, man. Shout out to everyone who support me, man. You know what I'm saying? We just talking about music, brothers and sisters. We love it. One love, man. God bless. Peace.